Wananchi that the cost of diesel that you will buy is at X amount at the pump, right? EPRA, is it EPRA ministry?
Yeah.
Imports fuel into the country.
Yeah.
Power producers as well import fuel into the country, right? Import diesel that they will use to produce
or rather
power.
they buy imported diesel.
Imported diesel,
yes.
right? And that is not controlled by EPRA. They're not subjected to what it is you are subjected to.
I'm saying I am not aware of a control by EPRA on how independent power producers procure their diesel.
Yes.
They have their own systems of procurement of diesel.
Not regulated by
They are not regulated the way we regulate pump prices.
Yeah.
And so this, in my thinking, is a serious loophole where they can cost the price of diesel in a way that it takes care of so many things. You know, in business we can take care of so many costs.
I like the way you're doing the air quotes.
Yeah.
Just say extortion.
because we say that any prudently incurred costs should be compensated, and sometimes those prudent costs can vary, if you know what I mean.
So, Ndereva, how does lack of regulation affect the end cost of power that is being now sold to Kenya Power or EPRA for distribution? Yes.
Actually, it's not so. The fuel cost does not affect Kenya Power or KenGen at any one point, because it's a direct pass-through to consumers. It's normally calculated every end of month, and they pass through. So Kenya Power says, this is the generation that we got from this point, and so it's communicated to EPRA. Number one, which I find a big loophole, it is not Kenya Power that is supposed to communicate to EPRA about the generation, because generation has been done by the producers.
Yes.
These are just distributors. Okay, that is number one point. So EPRA should find a way to get the readings directly from the generator.
IPPs, yeah.
That is number one. Number two, I am quite aware that they do not regulate heavy fuel oil or industrial diesel oil. And we normally have like 5 of the major, like if you talk of Arabai, Kipevu 3, you talk of Thika Power, Triumph Power, and Iber Africa or something like that. And then Muhoroni. Those ones they don't regulate. And if you look at the price, it is actually 119 just around there. But now there is another problem when you have diesel, because those are IPPs.
Yeah.
Let me start there. Those are IPPs. There are other generators in Madeira, Faza Island, and those others, which are, I think, 30 of them. Those are owned by government. But now, those owned by government is because it's a generator of about 1 megawatt, like in Madeira, in Kakuma, or whatever. Now, those ones are owned by government. But now, it is the government that allows people to supply fuel oil, or to supply diesel, pure diesel, actually. You know, a generator is supposed to be used diesel, not heavy fuel oil, because it's a 1 megawatt. That same diesel that Aroli is being sold for at 242 or something is the same one that in Faza Island will be 400. So then I am just wondering,
The same batch.
the same batch.
So you know me, I like pictures.
Yes.
So a lorry
Aroli
truck brings a tank of fuel.
Yes.
From
Okay?
Mombasa.
Yes.
From Mombasa.
Yes.
And it is, where did you call it?
Faza Island.
Faza Island. Yes.
And also
In Lamu.
In Lamu.
and then there's also, where did you call the other place?
Kakuma.
Kakuma.
And Mandera.
Same fuel.
Same batch of fuel.
Okay.
Yes.
Landed cost everything the same for this
Same.
lorry.
Yes.
In
Wait,
Kakuma.
it's the same that he's been given.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
Let me talk of the gazetted fuel in Mandera
Yes.
is perhaps 280. Okay?
Let me
For
just go
example,
back to
just
this
that
picture.
petrol station outside that generation plant.
Isaac.
But
Has a
now just the
difference
next
of
door is
100.
400.
400.
Isaac.
Okay.
Yes.
So whatever the landed cost was,
Yes.
we finished with that.
Yes.
We go to Kakuma,
Yes.
we sell it per liter at whatever, 400 whatever. The same tank is selling in Faza at 400, 500, 600.
Yes. Yes.
Why would there be that disparity when you paid the same thing for the entire lot, but then you decide to offload it for different prices to other people? Because you know who gets the short end of the stick here is the end user.
That's the end user. In fact, to bring it closer to for the listeners to understand, you are in Lamu, Faza
Yes.
Island.
Yes.
You want to fill your tank. You want to fill your lorry.
Boat,
Yes.
your boat.
Your boat, for example, with the diesel. You buy at, for example, 250.
Yes.
But just the next 5 meters where the generation plant is, They are buying at 400. What does that mean? That actually could be that petrol station that actually is now, you're buying there and feeding it to that just 2 meters or 5 meters, and then you load 400. That is what we are saying, the height of irregulation, where EPRA just buries the head in the sand and allows that cost to come to the end user, who is the consumer, in electricity prices.
So, Martin, the thing that you did not want